Welcome back to the Hives vs Zombies, you beautiful people. And in classic style, we have a mechanoid raid coming in to start the episode off. We haven't even moved all the elephants, so that one's still on haul urgently. That one hasn't been done. We've got a couple of visitors coming through, but I don't think they're going to do too well. And wow, those uranium slug turrets, really quite good. So that's 3 shots, 2 centipedes. I will take that trade. So 5 centipedes down off like 2 volleys. That is pretty good. I wonder if we can put something out in the front to draw more attention. Oh, if my barracks are going to start going off. Right, so I've put a lot of emphasis on the dual autocannons, but to be fair, it's looking like the 155s might be doing the job. That section's going to fall, that's not an issue. I guess what we could do, put a couple more in, because we know they work pretty well, and then just have another mini turret hard point across here, and they will get shot before the big turrets do. Only issue, they are now out of ammo, which I guess is a fair balance, because if they could carry on firing like the way that they were, there wouldn't be any mechanoids left, well, centipedes. So we'll take that. What are we going to be fighting? We've got 1 heavy charge blaster P, 2, 3 heavy charge blaster P's, then 2 inferno P's. That's doable. Oh, and we've still got 2 more over here fighting some zombies. Okay. That is achievable. I think we got this one. Compared to how the other ones went, this is going a lot better. Still don't want to push out into the thermo barrack rounds, because one of those into a group of us, and that's pretty much all the Hive said. The Hives are very tough. They really are, but they are not invincible. And yeah, it looks like the turret design held. Oh, we don't want that there. So what we want is we want the reinforced walls. The reason for the reinforced walls is those blast waves stop. So you see we've got breaks here. If that gets shot into there, that cannot come through and hit this one. Oh, he says that, but the flame's still getting in. I think a little bit of work and we can have that done pretty easy. But we can make now our own heavy charge turrets. I've got a feeling they might be a little bit too powerful. Right, no point waiting any longer. They are just going to cause so much damage. We're just going to run out, push through, use our speed and aggression to take them down. We'll try to take the corner. We can take this one from the corner, come around, take that one, kite back, push through again. Okay, so there's already 1 down. We can stun them. Okay, Terra got tagged. 3 conditions. Beep, you lucky Hive, mate. You nearly just got shot in the face by a thermo barrack round. Push across, we got this. Easy. Easy, easy, easy does it. Okay. 1 more centipede across there. Yamming, we don't need you. Terra, you come off so you can go and get healed. Sweet. Nice and straightforward. Thankfully not running around with the 5.56s, otherwise that would have been a lot of trouble. Now, one issue that we do run into is the turrets do end up getting dry. And once the turrets are dry, well, they don't shoot. So things like the centipedes that came in here, if we had left them, they would have destroyed all the turrets. And these turrets are very, very, very expensive. So obviously that's not what we want. We don't want them all taken out. This will need to be slightly redesigned. It worked, but it wasn't perfect. To be fair, I reckon if we just had like another, say 4 along here, then that would have done pretty much that whole section. Or if we want to get sneaky, carve into this section and then put 2 in. So the centipedes come across there. The first lots coming around the corner are going to get done. These guys will always get taken out. That is just what's going to happen. But then as they come around there, there's going to be less of them. And then it's going to be staggered shots. So these guys will fire, take some more out. They'll run out of ammo. Centipedes will then move along further. And then they will start shooting in as well, taking out more. It is not going to scale well though. That's going to scale horribly. As soon as there's, I don't know, say like 40 centipedes, which is actually a very scary amount, that design will not work. That will not help us much at all. But moving on beyond that, let's get everyone back into zone 3. We have a whole bunch of work to do and we have things to go around. And let's get on with the episode. So, plan is, we want all of ye old bionic parts, like the fancy ones. We need a lot of those. And then from the extra dexterous arms, we are moving across into the neural hyperthreaders, which is going to increase our consciousness. Then you put that on minus sleep bonus, well, refreshing sleep. And then straight on top of that, you also put that with the oldie neuro supercharge. And we should have consciousnesses around 135%, I think. Could be between 135 and 145, which would be mental. And for exoskeletons, are you shooting a zombie? Most of our guys have them in, so you don't, but you do. So we're down to Yemming. I know a couple of the others do. For some reason, Yemming doesn't have one. Okay, soldier drones and Yemming. Cool. Easy fix. We finally have a trade caravan coming in, but they are coming right in on top of a centipede. So we're going to try and take that out. Now, Zoo's been a bit annoying because Zoo doesn't want to pick up any weapons, because every time he tries to pick up a weapon, there is a legendary torch sword somewhere on the map that he keeps trying to run to. Makes sense, it's a good bit of kit. But the other side is, every time he tries to get to it, he runs through this way. We got the door closed, but yet somehow he figures something out to get through, which then puts him in the way of the turrets. So then the turrets try to shoot him, so he runs back into the base and he just gets caught in this loop. So now we got that door shut and we're watching. He probably will do something different, but we'll send him off. A legendary torch sword is not a bad bit of kit to have at all. And then also, because they shot off a bunch of turrets, well, a bunch of rounds from the turrets, the centipedes are coming towards us. With the centipedes coming towards us, we can shoot them down. Little sneaky ambush. So yeah, it's just the centipede graveyard over here, which I am a-okay with. It's quite fun taking the centipedes down when they're not like absolutely shredding you apart. It's funny because it's whoever shoots first wins at the moment. Centipedes, literally any one of those rounds, if they hit us in the right place, we're dead. Thermobaric round can just take out a whole group of hives with absolutely no worries. But if we can get the first volley off and we can hit them and we can stun them, then it's ours. And I think that is a fun way to play it. It's like, we are powerful, we are really powerful, but we're not that powerful. Well, we would be. I mean, if we weren't restrained to this armor, I'm pretty sure everyone would be running around in siege breaker kit, and then we would be so unstoppable. It would be amazing. Did think that we might have a few 60mm mortar rounds, but we had a crazy amount. So we had 154 incendiaries right there. Then we also had 175 high explosives. Now we do have more than that. This is just all they could afford. But for whatever reason, I think their muffalo must have been tagged. So probably when they're fighting the zombie, a little bit of friendly fire hit the muffalo. And that just happened to be the muffalo where all of the kit went into, which is actually super good for us. So we got about 8,000 from the trade. And now we've just pretty much got all of that back as well. So I am thinking what we do off the back of this is we go and we put a trade beacon into here. Best way to do it. We'll take that wall there. So we're going to uninstall that wall, then put the trade beacon into there, just so our guys can run around quicker. Because, well, we kind of need everything to not be caught up by someone trying to get past it, is what I'm trying to say. So trade beacon's there. To be fair, if it explodes, yeah, it's one wall less, but it would have to still get through that wall, then this wall, then chamber won't do anything, and then through the next wall. That's basically all we're worried about. That's why it's reinforced. Is once that explodes, every single thing in there is going to go up. And that could be, depends on how they kick off, because sometimes all the explosions combine together to create what is essentially a nuke. And all of that, just from the sheer amount, yeah, that'd take the base quite happily, which is something you've got to be careful of. Or sometimes they explode individually, which is a lot of what we've been seeing. So they explode individually, and then it's like getting hit by round after round after round after round after round, which obviously isn't quite as dangerous unless you stood next to it. Then it's super dangerous. But if they all went up together, So let's just have a little count. So, a whole bunch of the EMPs, then 10 high explosive 55s, which are just colossal. Then we'd have 9 high explosive anti-tank rounds there, followed by our 174 high explosive rounds. Then we go across here. What else we got? 29, 1, 8. Oh, and then 149 incendiaries. Yeah, that would what I'd probably describe as pretty devastating to anything. That would suck so bad. I really should do something with that. But then the chances of a mortar round actually coming in and hitting this, pretty much sweet all. And that being said, do we have fire foam? Because we need to put it down on the turrets anyway. No fire foam. You're not going to be hidden in security, are you? No. Yeah, if we had fire foam, we probably should put it in there. So just in case like an incendiary goes in and then starts cooking everything off, then we'll have a chance to put it out. But details, that is not to be at the moment. Need a floor there. And I'm going to throw it out there. We are looking like we're in a very good situation. Once the architect research is done, we are going to get moisture pumps, clear this area out, and this is where we're going to put the ship. So once we get the Dow cooler, we put the ship in because we've got a bug coming, unfortunately. So secret structure excavation. Secret structure excavation. All bugged out, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully it still works. And you are in the worst place possible. That sucks. How many colonists did they need? 12. Oh, that's not too bad. We can do that. Strike Force Cyber Hive is ready. Now let's hope that we can get in this before it gets blasted apart by all of the turrets down there. Now we made it cool. And nothing even fired up at us. Would you look at that? 1 centipede over there. And these 6 are going to be more than enough to hold against just about anything that will show up. And I think these guys are bugging out as well. They're not moving, so we're not too fussed. We're not really going to be repairing much of the base. Jan Long is in stasis. You're good at mining, and you're good at mining, and that is about it. Dabo, good at crafting. That's about it. And Oya is also good at crafting and some intellectual. Not perfect to leave behind, but so long as we're still kicking out resources, I'll take that. Managed to take down the carpenters. Well, they're carpenters, so they're not particularly difficult to take down. Just a little bit buggy and particularly slow. Now this, on the other hand, might be a little bit more challenging. So that's 3 heavy charge plaster peats and 2 inferno peats. And I'm thinking our best bet is to pull back across here. Try to stay out of dodge, force them onto us one at a time, where we can use basically our numbers. Okay, mortar shells coming over. Let's pull back this way. We don't need to fight them out in the open. So basically we're just creating our own little mini kill zone, I guess. And also they're killing each other off. Now, if they come at us, we should be absolutely gravy. Not too much there that we need to worry about. Centipedes, by the time they come around the corner, are just going to get blasted to oblivion. You can go to that side, that will still give you line of fire. You can come across there so you're not shooting over anyone. Beep, you're not going to be able to fire there anyway, so you move this side. You won't be able to fire there, so you go to that side. Manu, you're good. Beckus, shoot it before it shoots us. Okay, well, I'm just saying, I don't like the look of this. Is it stunned? Yeah. If it's stunned, we ain't got too much to worry about. We just keep firing. One in the back's also going to get stunned. Okay, let's get a little bit more aggressive. You guys push across there. You 3 aren't shooting anyway, so you can stand behind them. And hopefully just the sheer amount of like iron shells we can get down will just keep everything suppressed. Sweet. Well, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to. Not even mad. Not even mad. Right. Who's going to be our best bet for this? You mesh. Hack the terminal, buddy. I could hear bugs in there as well, so we know there's going to be some bugs somewhere. Sounds like a hive. Mechanoids will wake up in 9 hours. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure why the bugs are coming in. Well, literal bugs, not little critter bugs. Gaming bugs. 5 insect queens. That is mental. And a vat-grown monstrosity. Okay. Sounds like a bit of a beast. Yeah, well, we know they have to run into close combat with us, so... Gunline the back here. You mesh, mate. You best start running, lad. Otherwise you are super duper uber dead. Crankshot, you move this way. The bugs are trying to get the flank. I don't think we have too much to worry about. You mesh, pull back. You don't want to get caught by a Titan beetle in close combat. That thing will tear you apart. The queen in the front is absorbing a bunch of shots from the queens moving in behind. Okay, switch up to your swords if you're in close. At least the swords will give us some sort of defense. Yeah. Do you know what? This isn't going that bad. Was expecting a little bit more trouble from 5 like queens. They are not weak things at all, but we got that. Just gotta make sure everything's dead. Reload. And how mashed up are we? 1 condition, 10 hours, 8. Okay, so we've got 2 people bleeding out. That is fine. We can carry on with 2. Turn these into medical. And who was it that smashed up? Okay, Beckus, you're pretty mashed up. Drop your medical supplies, get in there. On a scale of, I don't know, things that you don't do, one of them, you mesh, is try to fight a queen in close combat with a sword. Appreciate the enthusiasm, and definitely appreciate that you survived and didn't get chopped up, but that was a little bit too close. Okay, hack the terminal, and then we are 2 of the 5 down. That there is a pretty respectable amount of bugs. Obviously not something that we really want to fight, and I think that is... Yeah. Okay, that's all the information about Dowcaller. So what we done is we basically went round and just uninstalled the wall so we could get in. And because it's getting apparently a little bit later on, the traps are starting to trigger. Not a massive issue for us, but soon, very soon, that one will go off. And that's obviously going to wake up all the bugs. So idea being that we're out. We've done all 5 terminals. All it was poke your head into a room, make sure no one's awake, and then carry on and get out. So that is fine. We're not going to open those because they never seem worth it, considering the amount of bugs that can spawn once you open it. Not great for us. And this is a fight that we definitely do not need to take at the moment. So we'll just carry on and get back to ye olde shuttle and back to base. I think that we are getting better at doing these complexes. Now don't get me wrong, if we still had the 5.56s, we'd have died against the old centipedes, and that is amazing. An infestation has been prevented. So that is the Sonic Infestation Repeller kicking in. That's good, because right now we'd have been flying back to the base with an infestation in it. And the infestation would have been, if we can get back there, right in this area, that area, or in here. All places that we definitely do not want an infestation be. That will cost us a lot of resources. Direct attack from the zombies, I imagine that's back on the other map. Yeah, and we are long gone. That awkward moment when it is quicker to kick out a metric boat ton of these organs than it is to actually make this, the orbital trade beacon. Yeah, we had a lot of work to do, but now that it's done, we can get onto the old bulk good trader, because we have a crazy amount of artillery shells to sell. So we'll get rid of all of these like mechanoid rounds that we're not going to be using. We'll keep the 6x24 because they're ours. And finally, we can get rid of the 7.62x51s. We don't need those. So 154 incendiaries, 175 high explosive, 79 EMP, 140 EMP, and then the rest is ours. So 16,000 from that. And you can have some eyeballs, some livers. We don't need the drill arms, field arms don't work, bionic fingers don't work. Bionic tongue we will keep. Bionic hand you can have. We'll keep the bionic arm, keep the bionic leg, keep the bionic spine because we can upgrade them. And then you can have the bionic fingers, bionic hands, bionic legs. No, legs are ours, spines are ours, tactical eyes, exoskeletons. Green thumb you can have. Psychotic visor wasn't very good. We'll keep the automatic virus killer. And yeah, that nets us a pretty tidy 25,522. And the queen has laid one more egg. And I was kind of thinking that, yeah, maybe this guy, we just get rid of him. But then I noticed, cooking 13. Double burning passion in that as well. Double burning passion in construction, double burning passion in melee, double burning passion in intellectual. Restless, not great. Misogynist, not great. But he's kind, iron-willed, butcher, which obviously goes really well with the cooking, and continuously bemused, which is -3 to artistic and -3 to mood mood buff. Not actually all that bad. Can't do dumb labour, not a massive issue. He's a prince anyway, and he can't do mining, which again, not an issue. So yeah, quite happy with that. We'll put you onto area 3. We'll sort that stuff out. And when you came in, yeah, you automatically started as a medic, which for us works out quite well. And we'll give you the Prince's loadout. Awesome. Get you to rearm. And I think you might actually be quite useful. And for job wise, what we are thinking is we're just going to have you on cooking, mate. Because we need a cook. And then I guess you can intellectual on 2 when you're not cooking. That'll do. And let's bring down the scars upon these mechanoids. If we can take this cluster here out of the turrets, we have very, very little to worry about. Okay, shields down. I don't think we didn't do a massive amount of damage. When does that start back up? Another 4 seconds. We're saying about that. That is pretty much 2 of the turrets down. Oosh, that is super good. I am liking this. If we can hit, that'd be great. They would have been really good shots, but EMP shield was up. Annoying. Right, that leaves this one left. So we kind of want this to stay alive. And if we push down what we got one Inferno turret there. Heavy charge turret. I think this one's out of rounds now as well. I don't know, maybe we send down a little strike force, see if we can't get anything done. Yeah, a whole bunch of artillery. Never going to say no to it. Cool, we'll be running out of rounds in a second anyway. Right, you guys do what you need to do. And then we'll send a little strike force down. Like I said, I think that one's out. These turrets, I think, run out a while ago. So what you do is come down, take that first section. Ship reactor start up, that could be interesting. And then we just push down, clear this. That won't have a line on us, so long as we can get in quickly. Or... oh, zombies. Okay, got a couple rounds, but not in many of them. Come down, clear this. We go little by little. Come round, we should be able to shoot through, take that one. Send a guy there, then we can shoot in. This ain't going to be able to fire at us. And then we split our ranks. Some come across there, some come across there, and then we push and take the last one. I think that is our best bet. Then we get a whole bunch of walls and then just start blocking this in so then it doesn't get taken out, because it is quite useful. All of these are repairing. Right. Well, no time like the present, right? We will move down and let's get to work. High shield won't make a difference to us because it won't stop low end projectiles. This section here is done. Move the first strike force. Second strike force, everyone onto guns. Okay, that didn't go quite to plan. Right, you back to base. you back to base. Coming across here. Hopefully somebody have an angle. You guys come to there, and then at the same time, you guys come to here. And I bet this is the time when that thing actually explodes. No, cool. Right, so proof of concept kind of works, but then it's also like super high risk. You guys go that way. It's a little bit slow on the micromanagement then. But it's done. Beautiful. Okay. Line you guys up to attack these things. You guys now just go and beat this up, that up. Everything that we don't want. And then just deconstruct the rest. And once again, the map is ours. Which is super good. Free reign. We can do what we want again. And like we said, we're going to wall this in. This will just mean that no fauna really, well, flora actually. At that point, flora will spawn on the map, which means that there'll be like no fauna, which means the game will run nice and smooth. But something that we do want to do is we do need to take out the old smoke spewer. Which, whereabouts is that? Unless that's finally timed out. No, it's over here. So we're going to need to go and destroy that at some point. And what's this? Legendary grave and a bunch of ships. Yeah, I think that we go after the smoke spewer next. That's going to be dangerous. That's going to be super dangerous and maybe a terrible idea. But details are something that we do need to do. That'll make the game run better as well. So anyway, with that, I need to bring the episode to the end. So thank you very much for watching Hives vs Zombies. I've been Gonzi. All you likes, comments, sub, support have been amazing. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one.